I mean, I remember the day that Dave and I started to take off in the little 150 out here, and it cut out a couple of times on the runway. I thought, whoa, you know, so I turned around. We ran up and down the runway 3 or 4 times, but it never did cut out no more. But I said, well, Dave, we ain't going flying. So, you know, there's one thing a pilot don't want to hear. It's silence when you're in there. You won't always hear that, You don't want to hear silence. Woo, that ain't no fun at all. I've only had that happen to me one time in my life, but that was enough. You know, I had to land on a highway in South Texas. Oh, let me tell you what, I didn't like the silence before I hit the ground. It was awful. The silence was deafening, let me tell you. But we pulled up there, and we tied the airplane back down, and I told Dave, I said, I'm going to pull the fuel filters and everything all off this airplane. Well, I went back down to my box of tools. I pulled all the cowling off of it, and, of course, I started pulling gas lines off, and everything on an airplane is little and tight and close and hard to work on. So naturally, what do you think I'm doing? Praising the Lord for the privilege to work on my airplane. No, I'm grumbling. Now, you wouldn't think I would do such a thing, but I did. I grumbled, and I finally got the carburetor off of it, and I brought it up here, and I was going to take it apart here in the shop, and Dave walked in about that time. He said, Pastor, what are you doing? I said, Dave, the guy that built this thing must have stayed up nights trying to figure out how to make it so hard to work on. And so they said, praise God, Dave, I got the carburetor off. I'm going to overhaul it and make this thing run like a brand new one. Now, that's what I should have been doing, right, Tom? But I wasn't. I tell you these stories to let you know that we're all human beings, and I don't care if you're the pastor or just one of the people that come here, you can fall into this trap. Because I fell into it. Well, I was grumbling and complaining, and Dave walked up, and I turned the carburetor over, just as I did, Dave standing right by my side, and my hand hit the accelerator rod, and it shot that thing looked like it was a 1/4 inch in diameter. I know it wasn't, but a beam of 100-octane gas hit me right in the middle of the right eye. You don't think that set you on fire? That set me on fire. I couldn't see. Dave said, oh, Pastor, you want me to go get some water? I said, yes, Dave, I got to have some fresh water to wash my eye out with. I said, oh, Lord, I got to have some help. He wasn't very helpful. You know what I heard him say? He said, I'm tired of your grumbling and complaining. He said, you should have been praising me that I give you that airplane. You should have been praising me that I give you the knowledge to work on that airplane. You should have been praising me that I give you the gas to fly in that airplane. He said, all you've done is grumble and complain, and I'm tired of it. Let me tell you, I ain't done much grumbling and complaining since then, let me tell you for sure. But does the Word say he hates grumbling and complaining? So why would he tell me anything else, Tom? He gave me some gas. He really, I'm going to tell you, for the rest of that day after I got my eye washed out, every time I'd go out there and close my left eye and look at that tractor out there, and those great big numbers that tall on the side that were all fuzzy. I said, oh, Lord, please forgive me. Lord, I need that eye to fly that airplane. I said, Lord, please, I promise you I won't grumble and complain no more. Is he merciful? Yes, he is. He's very merciful, because by the next day I could see clear again. And I'm telling you, I have tried since then not to grumble and complain about nothing. Do y'all understand when he says I hate grumbling and complaining? He means he hates grumbling and complaining. Now, does it make any difference who you are? It does. If you're in my position, he's going to hold me accountable quicker than he will at you. Because I've preached it so many times. He said, I have no compassion for you for this. You know what I said. Is that what he says? Sure he does. He even says that in the Word.